The cinematic rivalry between DC and Marvel continues to wage on. Jason Momoa signs a photo for a fan saying, "Fuck Marvel," and Marvel simply responds by continuing to make awesome shit. It's like World War III over here. This past week, both sides teased some tantalizing images for our brains to process. On the DC side, we finally get our first look at Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, courtesy of an exclusive from Entertainment Weekly. Hey folks, look, he's bald! You can all calm your titties now, because that was pretty much half the battle won right there. All jokes aside, the dude looks pretty intense as the chrome-domed genius. This is probably one of the few casting decisions that we had a really good feeling about in terms of this film. And most of us here at AC have a pretty good feeling that Eisenberg is gonna knock this performance out of the park. In a brief interview with EW, director Zack Snyder had this to say about Eisenberg's Luthor. He's not like any of the Lexes you've seen, that's for sure. Other than him being a captain of industry and one person to the world and another to himself, and bald of course, our Lex is disarming and he's not fake. He says what he believes, and he says what's on his mind. If you can unravel the string and decipher what he means, it's all there. Okay, Zach, you had our curiosity and now you have our attention, so I'm gonna give you one more shot. But if you fail me with this movie, then you and I are done. On the Marvel side of things, Ryan Reynolds tweeted our very first look at the Deadpool costume in a, might I add, spectacular Wade Wilson-esque fashion. This image is clearly an homage to the Burt Reynolds centerfold that I'm pretty sure most of your mothers jizz to. Burt Reynolds! Slim Shady. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down. Just ask your mom. This finished outfit is full of so much win, it is not even funny. Dare I say, this is the most perfect representation of a comic book character's attire recreated for screen. It is flawless. Notice the expression that can be read on the face simply from the whites of the eyes. For a character that wears a mask that completely obscures his face, Deadpool was always expressive on the page, and that's because his mask was treated as his face. If this image is any indication, I feel it will be something that will be explored visually in this film. A fan favorite mutant has joined the cast of XMen Apocalypse, as Bryan Singer declared on Twitter that up-and-coming actress Lana Condor has been cast as Jubilee. This is at the same time both awesome news and totally fucking confusing. See, the problem is that Apocalypse is set to take place in the 1980s, and Jubilee has already appeared in the past 3 X-Men films as a minor character. Is more wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey shit about to go down? I mean, the plan might just be to retcon the previous Jubilees as background mutant number 1, and, kind of like what they did to Emma Frost between X-Men Origins Wolverine and X-Men First Class. Christ, this shit gets more confusing. They say Apocalypse is the last film planned in this second trilogy. Even with the many loose ends they tied up with Days of Future Past, there are still many in existence and we keep adding new ones. Honestly, the best move might just be to reboot the whole universe after Apocalypse. Actually, no. The best move will be for Marvel to secure the rights to the X-Men and reboot the whole fucking thing and make it nice and tidy. The first teaser for James Bond's latest dropped right at the end of last week, and it is positively smashing. Craig's films have truly brought new life into this storied franchise, and Spectre is a truly tremendous follow-up to the narrative started in 2006 with Casino Royale. At last, Bond will come face to face with a terrible organization that has been stalking him in the shadows for the better part of a decade. So, what say you, geeklings? Does a bald Lex put you at least a little bit at ease? Do you think Deadpool's costume design team absolutely nailed it? Are you excited to see Jubilee take on a prominent role in X-Men Apocalypse? Are you as pumped as we are for Spectre, or are you kinda done with Craig 007 films? As always, discuss below in the most civilized way your dear hearts know how. And an emphasis on the subscribe, because we are less than 100 away from 23K. Deep down inside, I really look forward to the day that we reach 100K because we get a cool little plaque. And how's about you bring your cute little heinies on over to aggressivecomics.com, you know, in case you want to get in on the latest and greatest in geeky news. And until next time, stay geeky, my friends.